not really TV appropriate. I'm wearing a tank top.
I know, I was thinking about that too. Back on WSCB, here reporting for SETV3. This is our version of PTI's Big Finish with Marshall Hastings, Billy Peterson.
Last call.
Last call, let's go. So Marshall, Josh Freeman is sitting on the Buccaneers bench this week. Is he done in Tampa Bay?
You got to assume so. He hasn't produced. He wasn't a captain this year for the first time in his career. You would assume that he's done. Brandon Weeden, once again, not the Browns quarterback. Hoyer's getting the start of him. Is Weeden done in Cleveland?
Is Weeden done? I would like to assume so because it looks like they're moving on. They moved out Trent Richardson to Indy. And Brian Hoyer, I mean, he played really good. I don't think he's going to be their quarterback. Don't get me wrong, he's not going to be their quarterback in the future. I think they're going to want to get someone in the draft here. But I would like to say that Brandon Weeden, given his age and what he has produced these first year and a couple weeks, I don't really like. If I'm Cleveland, I don't like what he's shown me so far. Moving on, Kevin Durant says that Derrick Rose looks a lot better after being out for the entire year last year. Are you buying this or selling?
I'm buying it. D Rose, some people recover at a different rate than others. D Rose maybe needed a full year off, so be it. I just want to see him come back and be an effective player, and I'm sure everybody in Chicago does. Speaking of Kevin Durant said James Harden should replace Dwayne Wade on Sports Illustrated top 10 players list. Dwayne Wade comes out on Instagram, posts a picture saying, "Note to self, remind Kevin Durant of your place in history again." Is this a bigger rivalry in OKC and Miami?
Look, I think the two players have a lot of respect for each other and respect for each other's talent. I think Kevin Durant was kind of defending his former teammate there in James Harden. But yeah, it has to fuel the rivalry a little bit, and I think that these two teams have a very good shot at going against each other in the NBA Finals. That's just the way it usually works out in the NBA, and I think that would definitely be interesting to see from a fan standpoint, to see if those two kind of go at it a little bit when they're playing against each other. Robinson Cano says he will take his time in free agency this winter. Does he come back and play in pinstripes next year?
You would assume so. New York's got the money. They've got the funds to do it. The question is, are the people around him good enough for Robinson Cano to want to come back? If I'm Robinson Cano, I'm seeing what I can get, because other teams with no salary cap, they're going to offer you money, and you're going to be able to take it. Mariano Rivera ending his superstar career, Hall of Fame bound, the best closer in history. Does it give you a little sour taste in your tongue that he's not going to be able to pitch in October?
I mean, a little bit, just because of all the success he's had. But I mean, when I look back on his career, I'll remember the 5 rings, and I won't remember the last season where, unfortunately, he was not able to participate in the postseason because the team did not make it. I just think his overall resume outdoes and outlasts what the Yankees' failures were this year. Peyton Manning, picking apart the league so far, and I can't even imagine what he's going to do to Philadelphia's defense this week. Are the Denver Broncos good enough to go 19-0 this year?
His numbers are already better than Tom Brady at this point, and Tom Brady that year set unreal records. He's got better wide receivers than they had. He's got more options, and Peyton Manning may be a better quarterback than Tom Brady this season. But in order to go 19-0, you got to have both sides of the ball covered. The question is not if the offense can go 19-0, it's can the defense go 19-0. And that's their big question mark. Monday Night Football, Miami 3-0, goes to New Orleans. Is Miami are they worthy of the 3-0, and are they a contender?
They are worthy. When they were 2-0, I still have my question marks about Miami. Are they a legit team? Are they a contender? When they beat Atlanta, I thought, okay, they beat a legitimate team. But we are going to learn a lot more from them when they travel to New Orleans, another 3-0 team this week. That's all I got.
Hey, it's been a great time. Thanks for listening in and catching us on TV. Stay fresh, stay classy. Hey, keep balling, Springfield.